Hi there, it's Tish with Star Love Healing. If you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you again so much for watching. I am here to do the Scorpio North Node video. So this is for the collective of people who have in their birth chart, your North Node is in Scorpio. All right, that's the only group that this video is going to be applying to. And if that is not yours, go look at what your birth chart is and come back and watch your video. All right, so hi there, North Node Scorpios. I am going to say really quickly that this is a timeless reading. When you see it was when you're meant to see it. And also all readings should be an exercise for you to strengthen your intuitive muscle. So you'll need to see how this applies or doesn't apply. And maybe sometimes this reading is something you've just accomplished in the past and there's going to be more of a confirmation, maybe a pat on the back. It could be what you're in the thick of right now. And it could also be something that's coming up and that you can be ready for. So there's a huge collective. So it's for what it applies to you. All right. So I am going to ring our bell and cleanse not only your energy and my energy, fields and rooms and places, but also call in positive energy for us to accept this energy, understand it, and move forward with it. All right, if you have earbuds on, you might want to turn it down a second. All right, here we go. All right, thank you. All right, and I do want to say a prayer. May divine love open the inner eye and bring perfect insight that I may faithfully read the energy and serve truth. May all beings recognize whatever they need to take the next step on their divine life journey at the perfect time and in the perfect way, according to divine compassion and in service to the great divine plan of love unfolding, so be it. All right, my kitty wants to get in my lap. I don't know if he's not feeling well or not something. I don't know, but he's just like not been in my lap very often. And now all of a sudden he's right back into that mode. So I'm not sure what that means, but I'm hoping he's okay. Yeah. But he likes to be on camera. So let's send him some feel good vibes. Yes. All right. This reading is going to be heavy oracle reading. It's just what was being called this month. This is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. And also I'm using the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. So it is two oracles that are truly kind of like the first language of creation and earth. So I thought that was a beautiful... when I saw what decks needed that were wanting to be used, I was like, you have like synchronicity to each of you. So I love that. There's also going to be the Wisdom of Avalon that we're going to use as well. And also at Angel Answers. Thank you. This is the North Node Scorpio. Ow, we got the crow. Gosh, I love that. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I kind of just feel like this is you're going to see something like, to me, that is kind of like the moonlight. It's a pretty dang bright moon, right? And so it's like, you're going to be seeing something that may not have been readily seen before. Like all of a sudden, you're going to be seeing something. And crows are like, I don't really know this or not, but I think they gotta be, right? They're kind of an ancestor of the raven. I don't know, maybe I'm just pulling that out of thin air and like making it up. But to me, crows can be very, reason why I'm saying it is creative, ingenuitive. Like they can, take little things and use it. I don't know. It could be completely false, and y'all are screaming at the camera or the phone, going, "What is she talking about?" But I don't know why. that felt like I needed to say. Here we go. One thing about me I love, even though it can embarrass the heck out of me, I embarrass myself a lot. And, you know, I think that you should just enjoy that about yourself. Okay, here we go. Okay, and these cards have three purposes to it. The essence, which is the overall energy of the card of why it's being called for your life right now. And then the invitation, which is what's kind of your call to action, what to do. And then the medicine, which is kind of the overall energy that's really going to infuse into your soul and help you understand it and grow from it. So the crow, the essence of it. Crow is the keeper of universal law, the law of truth. Crow teaches us to walk our talk, to find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. This winged one insists that we speak truth, that we create truth instead of searching for it, and that we bring truth to every situation we find ourselves in. Okay, so there's some really big call for, you know, being honorable and truthful. Even in the dark, right? Because that's kind of what this was saying with like what I felt like with that moon energy. Like it's dark. You don't see the moon really like look like this unless it's nightfall. All right. And night isn't always the most bright and clear, right? Okay, the invitation. When you speak the truth and practice truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is the universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgment. Let the truth set you free. I want to reiterate the without judgment. I know it's super easy and we judge ourselves far more than any other human could ever judge us, but try to really see every fault you have is just a beauty to it. I think that's funny that I was starting to say that in the beginning. Like you don't judge yourself for not being the perfect you of what you have in your mind. You are that already. It's just that limiting belief system that's between that and you seeing it. Anyway, no judgment for yourself. All right, be true to your word. Oh, this is the medicine. Be true to your word. Crow arrives just as we have convinced ourselves that what we are doing is right and justified. And while this may be the case in the realm of relative truth, in the higher realm of absolute truth, it is not. Look deeply into your heart and remain alert, lest you convince yourself of something that isn't deeply true for you, or perhaps is not the highest truth. Do not seduce yourself with illusions. When I was reading that, I was all kinds of confused, and you probably heard it because I don't know, like I heard it. I didn't understand how any of that made sense. It was just a bunch of words. I couldn't feel the power in it. And that means something. It must mean exactly what it is. It's like, it was an illusion. Like whatever I was thinking I was saying, it didn't seem right, but I was sticking with it, you know? The crow arrives just as we have convinced ourselves that what we are doing is right and justified. And while this may be the case in the realm of relative truth, in the higher realm of absolute truth, it is not. Look deeply into your heart and remain alert, lest you convince yourself of something that isn't deeply true for you, or perhaps is not the highest truth. Do not seduce yourself with illusions. That felt far more better when I was reading it. Like I got it that time. I understood it. like I knew I was reading what I was reading. So really, honestly, I think this is going to be a big time for you to be questioning yourself, probably. Which is really interesting because Scorpios are naturally like that. They're some of the most inquisitive people, maybe other than Virgo. I think Virgos are pretty inquisitive people. Like, they got to get down to the root of it, you know. But Scorpios, which is not, maybe, that may not be your sun sign. You know, I mean, it probably isn't. But your North Node is Scorpio, meaning that is what you are, that energy is what you are, like, striving to accomplish and feel and be. So I think it's interesting that Scorpios are so inquisitive. Investigative is maybe a better way of saying it, but inquisitive too, because they're going to size you up and try to figure out who any person is, any situation is, because they're not very trusting people. I mean, they are. You're going to meet Scorpios that are super trusting, but as a, what was that? As a whole, that is kind of what they are. Like, they're very, very, they don't trust people, and they don't I feel like a spider is on me. There is. It's like a worm. I don't know what that is. Hold on, because I really don't want to put this in my house. I want to throw it out. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. I was like, there is something crawling on me. But it was like an ant, but it was like a weird long ant. I don't know. It was weird. Oh, okay. I don't see anything where it could possibly have come from. Anyway, well, there was a little guest star. All right. I don't know what I was saying, but the darn message, I think, really is that is kind of what Scorpio is, and that is what this kind of is too. Like, start, you know, seeing. You got to find your truth before you can actually see other people's truths. And I think that's what I'm just going to leave it as. Okay. Dang it. This is very interesting. I don't know. I feel like there's like, there's this energy of wanting to find out the, like, you know, Sherlock Holmes. That's all I keep seeing is someone with a magnifying glass. Like, there's something very, like, there's a mystery afoot. Balance. Finding balance. What I get from this too is that everyone, in order to find this beautiful, like, make this, you've got to have found this rock and that rock and that rock and that rock, da, 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 da. You know how hard it is to find these type of rocks and, like, just perfectly for this type of balancing act? It takes time and effort. So there must be something that really is taking some time and effort, and maybe staying aware to the situation so that you can find each one of these rocks. And once you do, you can be balanced and complete. And then we got the dolphins, like, good communication, joyous energy, playful energy, harmonious, helpful, and peaceful. Oh, the man came out. And when it did, it said a collaboration too. So maybe there is some sort of a masculine person that is involved here, that's either helping you. It says you or the querent, a person you know, boyfriend, fiance, spouse, love interest, and masculine energy. So this could very well be your masculine energy needing to take the reins on this situation. You know, like they're going to be the ones who are going to have like some 3D interaction. And that's another thing I really take masculine energy as, is like action taking. Like there's going to be something asking you to do something. That's what I'm... And take care of your masculine energy. Like stay... You might need to be staying in your masculine energy to handle this situation. Okay, this is the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle. What can we know? I feel like I can't even tell you how much the energy right now. Oh. Like I just want to keep doing this reading until like the answers are found, and I just don't know, but why other than that is the energy here, like of what you're kind of going through. But the Queen came out, so I really like how we have the man, the masculine energy and the feminine energy. Balance it, balance your masculine and feminine together. And see what, there's something about, even if this is an external relationship, look at it however it is, external, internal, whatever. The masculine energy really has to embrace the feminine energy for her to feel comfortable. And when she is at ease and in comfortability, she becomes her ultimate feminine energy. And therefore, that makes the masculine rise like naturally. It just naturally takes over for them to be in their masculine energy and just powerful. That is what I wish upon you, whether internal, external, both. Because that's how it just feels. It's like, oh. And then we got the Death, which is interesting because Scorpio is the death sign in the zodiac, which is, again, what you're striving toward. Death, rebirth, ending of karmic energy, transformation, something that is just dead and gone and moved on. But I am going to look this up. 46, Death. The marker pretends a time of transformation, a total change of attitude, the death of the old. Regardless of how death presents itself, it is a necessary aspect of all things. Always remember the phoenix that rises up out of its own ashes to soar in the wind, renewed, filled with life. Death is the winter of things, part of the cycle of life. When you receive this marker, you were reminded that all things have their season. Take courage, for in surrendering to death, in time you will be blessed with extraordinary new life. Rejoice, for that which dies fertilizes and fortifies the new. Endings always point to a fresh new beginning. And the Queen, I think, to be honest, the Queen just really came out because of the masculine feminine polarity. The Queen appears to remind you of the importance of self-esteem, self-worth, and holding your head high. Now is the time to set boundaries with others with gentle authority, yet try not to be isolated from them in the process. The Queen knows how to delegate authority when she needs to. Summon your inner queen and ask for what you need. Either way, when you're having balance between your masculine and feminine energy, you do have an energetic crown on. So right now, imagine either someone else putting an energetic crown on you or you doing it to yourself. Feel that. It's incredible. That will help you get through some hard situations. Okay? All right. Now, we're going to do a sacred geometry. These cards are so big and like weirdly, weird. They're so big for my hands, so I apologize. They kind of look off. And they're really hard to shuffle. What does North Node and Scorpio need to know right now to help them on their journey? Consciousness. Number 17. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. Wow, I think that really goes along the lines. Look at that. Take a screenshot if you can. Because that is supposed to, if you stare at it, it literally infuses into your soul and helps it. It like speaks to some ancient part of our soul. It's so beautiful. But I'm going to read a little bit of this because I want to know more about it. Because to me, it reminded me of the crow. And it's almost the same color, guys. Look at that. That's pretty, And in the sense that the crow was all about dig deep. Look, I thought it's even said the unconscious part of you. Rewind it, see if you heard that. And like the video, please. If you're still watching and this at all resonates, please like the video. Subscribe so you can come back. Okay. Consciousness can be described as a state of awareness or focused attention. And wherever we direct our attention will dominate our minds. Remember, speak, talk, walk the talk, or talk the walk, something like that. Unlike the universe, consciousness is alive, forever expanding, breathing, morphing. Transformation. Consciousness reflects reality, and reality reflects consciousness in return. In this new energy, our consciousness is rapidly expanding to hold the awareness of our many dimensional aspects of reality. We are increasingly capable of multi-directing our attention to many different layers at the same time, providing us with a deep, rich experience in every moment. We no longer receive input solely through the senses that are closely connected to our physical body alone. We receive communication from beyond the body through intuitive thought, intuitive knowing, and intuitive feeling. And I will say, it's 2222 right now. That when I was telling you about the crown, the energetic crown, that is your crown chakra. That's a wonderful exercise to do if you're really needing to expand that crown chakra, which is what they're talking about here. Put that crown on and literally feel the weight of it, feel it beaming, feeling the power of it, feeling what it holds as power. And that basically is you opening up your own crown chakra and connecting to the cosmos, because that is your intuitive, I mean, this is too, but this is tapped in to the universe. So I think that was pretty beautiful how they were actually talking about that too. Oh, I love it. Okay, now lastly, think of a question you have, and your angels, my angels, your spirit team, my spirit team will hopefully answer it through these, which is angel answers. So think of a very easy, simple question, maybe one or two. Okay. I feel like there's a few, so I'm going to do it until it says. All right. It says wait. Look at that sword of truth, though. Whew. Communicate clearly. And swords and tarot is communication and thoughts and ideas. Maybe wait until you have the whole story in your mind so that you know all the answers before you do communicate. Because there's nothing worse than only knowing half of a story and going in with your guns a-blazing and you find out you only knew half of it. And now you are like, oh, should have waited until I knew the whole story. There's something about that. And that kind of touches on that whole mystery question, like that whole energy earlier where I was like, I've got to know the answer. So just maybe have some patience, give it a night, and let it like soak in and see if anything more comes in intuitively about the situation. And then lastly, success. Oh, your whole entire life is successful. No matter what stage you are right now, or what stage you were at any point in your life. Don't have any judgment of any place that you would wish never to be in again. Give it love, give that you love, and just know that you are literally birthrighted the most highest of successes in your wildest dreams. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're still watching, please like the video, please comment, subscribe. I feel like if you resonated at all with this, then we've got some vibes going together, man. So anyways, I hope y'all are doing well, and I hope that I am leaving you better than when I found you, and sending love and light and all the good things in life. Bye.